Good evening and welcome to another night in the Taco Kingdom. I am once again the Mad Taco King, and I do welcome you all onto our journey here as we continue forth into Middle Earth, which is what the Taco Kingdom would be if I had any choice. Just add some tacos and other fun stuff in there. But it's a nice, wonderful world in regards to everything that happens there with hobbits that love food that could make tacos, and dwarves that could make sure to defend the tacos, and elves that can deal with the magical tacos, and then humans or men that can enjoy the tacos. So, Middle Earth, in my opinion, the perfect place to have tacos and a perfect setting for the Taco Kingdom. So, Lord of the Rings Online. Definitely a classic MMO, almost 12 years old. In April, it will have its 12th anniversary for being online. I personally was there during the open beta and through release, on and off through release, through the updates, through Moria, and those expansions there. Took a long break, did other projects, other MMOs, everything else, and then a couple months ago decided to come back for the legendary servers because I saw that they were gonna have the experience back up to level 50. So I was like, okay, let's see what this is gonna be like. So I decided, let's jump back in. Let's see if we can recreate some of the magic from before. And this does quite the job of doing so, in my opinion, because it's a pretty awesome world. Turbine did a pretty good job building it. They had it for the longest time up until I think 2016. And then Standing Stone Games has come in and it's not just put it in emergency mode or anything like that. They actually came out with Mordor and other things so that we can further enjoy the journeys into Middle Earth, which is a very magical place, a very, 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 very large area to explore. I mean, there is boat tons of exploration. I mean, you get the entirety of Middle Earth to explore every nook and cranny, anything you've ever even remotely heard of between the books, the Silmarillion, the Hobbit, all that good stuff. I mean, some's only mentioned just very briefly, but as far as the overall world, I mean, it's there. I mean, I'm sure they've had to insert stuff as needed, of course. But if you look at this is just Eriador here. I mean, you have all the way to the west, you have Ered Luin with Thorin's Hall, and then all the way east here, you have Rivendell. But of course, as you know, there's Moria over in the mountains there. And then as you expand it out, here's the entirety of Middle-earth, which is probably the famous map that you all know from the books. With the Shire way over in the west there, the Misty Mountains, and Moria in the middle, Rohan just below the Misty Mountains, Gondor to the southeast there, and then of course Mordor right there, and then you have the lands of the east, which is probably where the future expansions and content will be as far as that, because, I mean, quite frankly, we've explored darn near everything else at this point. With this game being, almost 12 years old now, which is, not a bad thing, like I said, but just gotta continue forward. So let's see, what should we do tonight as far as we go on? So we have a few things here. So we have a quest here to get a halberd. So these orcs. So let's see here. So we have a captain-specific quest for a nice halberd there, so we can take a look at that as soon as figure out where it is. It says it's in Angmar. Not seeing anything. Oh, it's way up there. The implements of war. Yeah. So that's not too far into Angmar. So let's go ahead and get out of Estelden and head towards Angmar. Angmar is the main end area for the original game that was titled Shadows of Angmar. Angmar being way to the north of Bree. Not quite, any type of snowy thing, but as far as overall coldness, well, I should say evil coldness, that's about as evil as it gets, because it is the area of the Witch King.
What do you need?
So that's definitely worrisome, to say the least there. So go ahead and go to Aghar here, so that we can do this quest. And we've got plenty of other quests to do in Angmar, of course. Got all these quests that I haven't done yet. And we're about 3/4 of the way to 47. That's not bad either. So, if you are a quest junkie, if you love quests like Skyrim level quests, with quest upon quest, with more quests, with a sided quest, with one quest that splits into 3 more quests, this is definitely a game for you. Because I wish there was some tracker that I could keep track of how many quests I've done. Maybe there is on some of the options there. If so, someone's going to have to educate me about this. But I mean, as far as overall number of quests being done, good lord, there is a boat ton. And if you watched any of the previous streams, or anything on YouTube of my previous streams as well, you would know that, good lord, that's all we do is quest. It's not boring quests. I mean, there's some repetition, of course. You can only vary it so much. I mean, kill these, kill that, deliver that, collect these. But then there's also good story ones. Also instance ones, of course. Haven't done a whole lot of instances, but there are some. They are pretty fun. And of course, now we're getting to the nitty-gritty. Instead of, you know, killing boars, you know, we're taking on many evil things now that we're getting up there in the levels and the zones. So a little bit of lag there. Oh, also one thing I forgot I wanted to test out on the way there is I was reading on the forums that I can up some of my graphics settings, because I did reduce it down to DirectX 9 and watched a YouTube video in regards to making sure the game doesn't crash. So I was like, okay, you know, I don't want the game to crash. I mean, crashing's bad. So probably got to restart the client for some of this stuff here. But I mean, well, high, very high. Actually, you know what? These are pretty good. I did some small adjustments to everything here when I had to go over to DirectX 9 and watching the video, but apparently it's not as many changes as I thought. So yeah, one common thing I did read about is that under DirectX 11 there's a ton of issues apparently with the engine, because this game is, you know, 12 years old. So it's only really made to run off of a single thread computer, where graphics card doesn't really matter as much as it does for modern games. We gotta think, it was 2007 when this came out. I mean, Nvidia and the graphic cards were cool, but they weren't really the mainstream needed things as they are today for most modern games. Or I should say at least AAA titles, because I mean, you could play Candy Crush and stuff without it. I mean, but as far as anything else, you're gonna need some kind of graphics card to run it, like with either Elder Scrolls Online, Final Fantasy 14, anything along those lines. Or if you want to go into shooters like Battlefield 5, or what else is out there? Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Actually, Shadow of the Tomb Raider looks very good. Hopefully I get to play that someday. Other games like that. But we are going into Angmar here. So we have arrived. So let us, first off, let's summon our maiden here that assists us. Board our trusty steed. Now let's head to the north, because now we are entering north, but now we go further north. Help the free peoples of Angmar. Angmar definitely needs its help, that's for sure, to say the least.
You will find no better wares.
If anyone knows anything about Angmar, they know that it's not a very pleasant place, to say the least. There is the shadow everywhere. I mean, living under the, well, pretty much under the heel of the Witch King and their minions, it's probably not the most, probably not the most entertaining thing ever, so they make do for what they can. They are hardened people, much like Gondor, living next to Mordor. And they eke out a pretty good living. But we shall head north and see if we can finish our captain class, see if we can get a very, very nice halberd out of this. That'll help us in our future conquests. Now, I'm very surprised that Captain, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Captain is the only class that can use a halberd. Which, I find that very intriguing because, I mean, it's not that specialized a weapon. I mean, maybe in Middle-earth this is, and I missed that somewhere along the line. But, I mean, I enjoy using the halberds. They're cool. Gives you almost a Dynasty Warriors kind of feel when you use it. I was a huge Dynasty Warriors fan, to be honest. I played it with one of my roommates way back in the day. Way back in the day, he introduced me to it because I had honestly never heard of it. I mean, internet wasn't big and anything, and it's like this thing called Dynasty Warriors, and just beat up everything, hundreds upon hundreds of people at once. I was like, whoa! It was a pretty cool game. It gets repetitious after a while, but it was a solid game for the time. But right now, we are heading to the north here. And apparently we've attracted a wolf, but we shall easily outrun it, I believe. Oh, we were supposed to go to Elrond for another quest, but we'll get to that later. Not too worried about it. We'll head north and get this quest done, hopefully. Implements of War. So this is only a captain-specific quest. So if you're not a captain, you can't do this quest, which is fine. I mean, no reason for any other quest or any other class to do this quest. Entering Fashfalarad. Okay, so let's see what. So are these the raiders I need? Negative. Okay. Oh, attracted something. Oh, he cheap shot me. All right. Well, it's go time now. All right, buddy. All right. So took him down. So it says it's slightly more to the north there, so maybe we're not in the right encampment yet. So let's take a gander over this way. See if we can find what we're looking for. Yeah, looks like it's over. Okay, so maybe now we're in the right area. So there's an encampment here. Oh, there's the name that I'm supposed to defeat, so found the harbor of the two, I think. That's good. Take them all on. This captain from Gondor shall not be dissuaded from his journey. It's a noble quest. And one that I get cheap shot in a lot. Alright, so apparently the named mob was easier to find. So now I have to find the rest of these things. So where are these things? Nasty snow-reaped knives. So apparently snow-reaped knives are in the Misty Mountains. Not surprising. So until we go to the Misty Mountains, we can't complete that one. And let's see. So apparently, oh, this one's also part in the Misty Mountains and part in Angmar. So where is this one then? Articles of Command. Oh, apparently all that area. Okay. So let us head to the southeast then and start this. So we may be heading to the Misty Mountains sooner rather than later. And we definitely fit the coldness that much of the United States has had recently, at least especially the Midwest, with the polar vortex. So I guess that would be fitting. Not personally where I'd like to head, but try to avoid the cold as much as possible. But if that is where we must go, then that is where Gondor shall go to help. So it looks like we've attracted some attention here. So we'll head down this way and to the east here in a little bit. So hopefully wherever life has you this evening, hopefully you're all enjoying yourselves. I know that I've been enjoying this game thoroughly most every night and day that I've been playing. I mean, it's surprising that for a 12-year-old game that it actually still holds some magic. I didn't know how long it would hold. It's honestly, it's held pretty nicely. So I'm happy about that. So we're heading east now, so we can just follow this road east. So what are we looking for this way? We're looking for steam scorched carapaces. Sounds like a dish, but I don't think it's going to be a dish on there. So I think we'll be okay. So now we're entering Western Malnad. So now we must find the steam scorched carapaces. I doubt they're on worms. No, that wouldn't make sense. So we're going to find bug things probably. No, not the swamp lurkers. Those don't have what I'm looking for. Nope, swamp flies don't have what I need, so we'll skip those. Keep on going forward here. So further east we must go. According to that, we gotta head pretty far east, so it doesn't look like any of these mobs is gonna have what I'm looking for. That's quite alright. We'll let them be. No need to disturb them. Couple goblins there, a little swamp lurker there. So we're almost... So we just got a little bit more to go this way. Hopefully we can find what we're looking for. Oh, there's an elite. Yeah, let's leave him over that way. Whoa. Hello. Oh, some turtles there. Oh, hey, it's a random dwarf. See, the nice thing about these legendary servers is that they're not overly packed, but at least you see people when you run around. I know with the game as long as it has been, I mean, there's a lot of people in the top end of the game, but if you're like beginning out or even the mid game, you're not really seeing anyone. It's like a solo journey all the way to level cap. Not the case here. I mean, if you want to see people at pretty much every single level, you're gonna find someone, which has been pretty awesome seeing a living, breathing world again like that. So, bloated brimstone. Nope, that's not what we need. Okay. So we need to look for stuff in this area, but that's not it. There we go. Alright. So these are the bugs we need. So let's... So they're level 48, so that wouldn't be too bad to take out. One down, 11 more to go. So we're going to break out our bug squishing halberd and go to town on any kind of creepy crawly thing we see right here. Ah, it buried itself. Jerk. Come back here so I can squish you. And you have been thoroughly squished. Alright, so yeah, just pretty much just all in this area. So we don't need to worry about the fireworms. Let's not make the fireworms mad. I think that's a good philosophy. See anything this way? Oop, there's one right there. Excellent. Outstanding. Okay, so it's not 100% drop rate either, because that one didn't drop one. So We could be looking at more than 12. Well, we'll just keep fighting them until we get what we need. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Got some turtles there watching us in the background. Say hi to the turtles back there. What's up, turtles? How you doing? Alright, so leeches. Definitely don't need no stinking leeches. Yeah, definitely not 100% drop rate, so just have to keep finding them and keep squishing them. That's all there is to it. Ooh, that's an ominous sound. Where that came from. Hopefully that wasn't too ominous. That, whatever it was, it's not around here. What? Yeah, that sound. What is that sound? A little worrisome. We'll just keep an eye out for anything that looks like it'll rip our faces off. Is it the hives that are around here? That'd be a creepy hive sound. It's super creepy. Alright, almost halfway there. So these aren't too bad. I mean, even being at level 2 above us, these things are pretty easy going so far. Another one bites the dust there. Ooh, fire room. We're gonna stay away from you. So we got 5 more carapaces to find. So we shall keep on squishing away. And he's gonna hide his... Oh, nope. That's fine. They burrow themselves in the ground and reappear that when they could use that opportunity to escape or do something else. I mean, granted, it makes my life a heck of a lot easier when they just reappear right where they buried themselves, but I know if I was a scared bug, I'd be like, yeah, time for me to go. I got things to do, other bugs to eat, hobbits to bother, whatever. It's all the same. See, look at that. It could just escape, and nope, it just heals itself. I mean, granted, it's a pretty quick heal. I'll give it that. It's, you know what? All right, bug, you sold me on the burying yourself there. All right, one more to go. So if I was a bug that wanted to be squished, probably wouldn't be around the turtles. I certainly won't want to be around the fireworms. That's for sure. Oh, something. Ah, I see one right up there. Alright, so we have all the carapaces we need. So for our remaining parts here, we need spiked helmet, which is in the Misty Mountains, and then we need the other parts, which are in the Misty Mountains. So in order to complete those, take care of those, and of course then afterwards we'll have to go back to Arch it, but that's a little down the road. So we do need to go to Rivendell. So how about let's go back to Bree and take our way to Rivendell, because we got a couple things to do there. So heading our way back into Bree. We're going to be right outside the Inn of the Prancing Pony, which if you've watched the movies or read the books, probably one of the more infamous inns that have ever existed in any form of literature. So what we'll do is we're going to take the super secret, not so secret, way of getting to Rivendell for free, and a heck of a lot quicker, to be honest. Because apparently this is a thing that comes in a later expansion that allows you to get there. But you can still use this trick, at least I hope you can still use the trick to get there pretty quick and easily. We shall see if it's possible. Yep, Gandalf's room here.
Why do you
So take this quest from Gandalf and it gives you an instant quest, or I'm sorry, instant teleport to Rivendell. Okay, look, right there. No muss, no fuss, and all you gotta do is go there, cancel it, and then the free port will be there anytime you need. So I remember way back in the day, and we're talking way back in the day, that I would have one of my milestones set for Rivendell so I could teleport back and forth, and then, you know, I could use the human racial to go back to Bree. But right now, with that easy port, I don't have to set my milestone to Rivendell unless I ever complete that quest, but at the moment, no real need to, because the follow-up quest apparently I can't do till later expansion, from what I've read. Don't know, never had those later expansions there. So we are going to the last homely home, and we are going to speak to Master Elrond. Because for our book main story quest, that's who we got to go see. Last homely house. Alright, so we are in the Elven Sanctuary of Elrond's house. Very calm, very nice area for a master healer and learning. As you'll see in his library, is one big library there. Like, dude, library. Belle would go nuts. Beast would get jealous, but Belle will go nuts.
Will you lend me your aid?
Alright,
once
so
more?
we'll take that back to... we're going to Rivendell's forges, so we can reforge the items we found last time to complete the... or to go further in the main story quest. So we shall continue that. Alright. Oh, it's raining in Rivendell. Last couple times I've been to Rivendell, it's actually rained. I'm shocked because I'm used to it not raining at all, ever. Which is not a bad thing. I mean, it's still a very beautiful, very magical area, so I mean, shoot, can't be mad about that. music is really top notch. It really captures, in my opinion, the spirit of Middle Earth. Just every section that I've ever personally traveled to in it. I mean, I don't know who the composer is, and I apologize, I don't know this, but whoever arranged this music for it did a pretty awesome job for what they had to work with, in my opinion. Oh, what's this person got here?
Mind my words, traveler.
Oh, so good. Ah, Hellegrod, okay. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. We don't need to worry about that right now. Another talk to Elrond quest. Oh, don't worry. Elrond, it seems like every other quest late game, you just go, hey, talk to Elrond first before you go somewhere else. So don't worry, there'll be definitely not a lack of... Oh wait, I'm going to the stables, ain't I? Yeah, I took the wrong way to the forges of Rivendell. I was just like, wait a minute. It don't look like no forge up there. I think I went past it. It's kind of hard to find it sometimes. It's just this little outcropping here. And then voila, the forges of Rivendell.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Alright, so he's going to do his thing. Let me attend to the sword now. So, alright, do your thing with the sword, dude. Go for it. Show me how it's done. Alright. So he's heated it up. Shaping it, or reshaping it. Heat it up a little bit more. Alright, shaping it even more. Alright, looks like he's finished. Yeah, the task is complete. The work is done. Alright, so now we gotta go back to Elrond. Hey, shocker, we gotta go back to Elrond. I know. The man is involved in everything. It's probably why his house is so big. Because he's taking visitors from everywhere. He's like, bruh, wait in line. Alright, so heading across the bridge here, so we go back to the last homely house. Alright, so we just gotta cross that bridge and we shall be right back to Elrond's house. Excellent. Alright, back in we go. So we'll speed this up a little bit, make some haste. So we can get back to Elrond quickly. See, there we go. Oh, there we go. Alright, so...
Dark days are coming.
I'll give him that.
Dark days are coming.
Oh, we gotta go Lonely Mountains. Well, we gotta go Misty Mountains anyways, so...
A strange fate brings you hither. Will you lend me your aid once more?
Alright, so we'll go back to Angmar later to complete that quest. As we go along the main story quest there. But first, I think we shall head into the Misty Mountains and complete these captain quests. I think that would be our route for the time being. Plus, it's been a while since we've been to the Misty Mountains, so I think it'll be a nice opportunity to go back to the cold. So let's head on this way. I think we're going the right way, yes? Yeah. I have no. Oh, is that an auction house here? Is there really an auction house in Rivendell? Or is this evolved? Either way, I honestly never thought to look for one.
What do you need?
Huh! There's an auction house in Rivendell. I never knew this. Huh. What do you know? I learned something new tonight. It makes sense there's one in the Shire, so I mean, why wouldn't there be one here? So I'll go 2 for $7.99. Yeah, we can do it for 48 hours, why not? So go $7.90. We could do that for $500, because why not? We're in the process of making more gold. Gold is good, more gold is better. It's the way of things. That's alright, we'll just throw that there for now. Won't spend too much time here so we can... But yeah, that's really cool. I never thought to look for an auction house here in Rivendell. It occurred to me I'd never been back here. I'm surprised it's not as popular as the one in Bree. Again, maybe not as many people know about it. Or random captain trainer over this way. So let's head up into the Misty Mountains. So, let's see here. I think this is where it'll take us more into the mountains. Yes. Yep, this is the northern, essentially the northern gate here. Because yeah, the roads are not exactly paved anymore this way. It's all dirt road from here. So we shall head into the mountains and see what we find. A lot of potential things we could find up here. Cold being the biggest thing, of course. I think we're going to... Yeah, we take this way. So definitely a short ride into the Misty Mountains. Short being a very relative term, of course. Yeah, pretty soon the ground here is going to start. Yep, and you can see these snow-topped trees here as we're entering the Misty Mountains. So yep, no more niceness of Rift now. It's time for some snow and ice. It was nice while it lasted. Elves are pretty cool about that, at least. Alright, so we're going to head west here in a second to talk to Gloin in his camp. There we go. Aptly named Gloin's Camp. Okay.
No dawdling.
So I have the deeds of Durin.
Is your need so great that you must bother me?
Well, yeah. That's why we're bothering you. See, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, nothing else we need to sell for the moment. Alright. So let's see where these areas are. So we got implements of war there. We got articles of command out. So how about we head east and then south to, well, correct. How much is it to go there anyways? We can make this a little easier maybe on ourselves.
Greetings.
25 silver? Let's go ahead and ride it out. Might be easier just to go that way. So we can take a nice tour of the Misty Mountains. Of course, we're not going to anything crazy like Goblin Town or anything like that. At least not now. Maybe some point. Be nice to hit up Goblin Town. Check out Golem's Cave. I know how much the Taka Queen does love Golem, so we'll have to make sure we check that out at some point. So I don't really need any of the dwarf iron around here, so we can safely skip all that. Need to look for more of the next tier stuff, and I don't think it's really anywhere in the Misty Mountains that my memory can recall. So I think we'll be okay and safe without that. Now we got some huge snow bears. They're not just bears, they're huge snow bears. Definitely a lot of Slayer deeds. Alright, so we're gonna head south now and look for this person that apparently has this spiked helmet. So apparently it's to the south here somewhere. Yeah, way to the south and over this way. So we shall keep on trucking and hope we find this dastardly person that has taken this spiked helmet, apparently. That's important. Not gonna lie, I don't really want to know it's important, but I just know we are going to get it back. Looks like we're going into this area of the Dower Hands, Galbazan. Now it looks pretty far south of that. Looks like there's some people going through here, so okay. So, thank you, kind people, that have cleared the way for me here. Your captain thanks you. So we must be getting close. Oh, that's just a regular frost giant. Hogney Cleave Shank spiked helmet. Now that don't look like no Hogney Cleave Shank. That looks like a Hogney Cleave Shank. So let's lose this frost giant and head back for him. Ow, jerk. Did we lose him? I think we did. Alright, let's head a little bit back here and see if we can find this guy. Let's try not to make anything too mad. If possible. Yeah, there's our frost giant there. Alright, so that's the guy we're looking for. Now, the problem is, can I take him without taking on everything else on the planet? It appears that luck has shined upon me. Well, Mr. Cleaveshank, you gone. So, let us make some haste out of here and head northward. Hopefully this giant lets me through without too much difficulty. It looks like they're having a good old time there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We shall decline that quest. Alright, so now we must head to the north and around to go to this other area. So there we can find these nasty goblins and take their knives. At least that's the plan. It's a solid plan. And hopefully a plan that works very well. We hope. Well, we should be able to get that done and then head back to Arch It and turn in all that stuff. I think it's where Dawn Starguards lives. Yeah, Arch It. So basically the very, very beginning of the story for the race of men. So that's where we'll be heading to in a little while. Let's see, platinum deposit. Don't really need platinum. But we shall head to the west and north. Yeah, these are definitely some big mountains here. It definitely captures the feel of something, you know, big. Like super big. That's kind of the magic, I guess, of this world. It kind of captures all that spirit and stuff like that. You can't go wrong with that, in my opinion. That's just me, though. Your mileage may vary, but it's a very, very magical world. It's not, you know, direct magic like lightning bolts and fireballs and everything else all over the place. It's more of the subtle magic, the environment, the little things like that. That's what truly makes it magical. What the heck is that? Wretched Brockworm, okay. Yeah, we'll let it be. Yeah, we just gotta go along this western path and then head back east. Definitely a lot of wilderness out here. Not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, we got reindeer that we're running by. Frost giant, weird things. Yetis. It's all kinds of random stuff. So we'll head east here in a second. Woo! Hello. Is that a little... Yeah, it's a little too sudden of the east, I think. I don't think that quite leads to where we want to go. So we've got rockworms aplenty, yetis aplenty. I mean, this is pretty much the Yeti sanctuary, if you want to think of it that way. Maybe I should take this east, then. Let's not go to the mountain there. I mean, maybe we do need to head east here. Let's go ahead and head east there. Whoa, hello. Alright, let's see where this leads, then. So if I go too much farther north, I'm not going to be able to head east at all. So I think we're in good shape here. We're about 200 meters from the start of looking for some, I'm guessing, goblins. I think that's what the quest description said. Yeah, literally right in this area somewhere. Let's just regular defeat the wargs thing. Nothing there. I think it's a goblin camp up here. I think those are all goblin camps. Let's take a look. I think we're in good shape here. Charge. Get him. Oh, that was it? Shoot. Kicking some orc or some goblin butt. Surprised for a level 50 quest they only make you beat up level 40 mobs. That's the most surprising part to me, to be honest. Because it seems like you should be taking on something much higher. Interesting. One goblin down, one to go. There we go. Alright, halfway done with that. It's for more goblin camps. Or just goblins in general. I'll take them all on. There we go. Awesome. Alright, let's keep on going. Ah, more goblins. Excellent. Alright, getting some more dwarf gold. So I don't get the difference what would be between dwarf gold and regular gold. I mean, it seems all the same to me in my opinion, but I can't imagine what there would be a difference would be. I really can't imagine one. Alright, so we've got all the dwarf gold, we got all the implements of war. So where's every last ingot go to? Oh, to the south there. If we can get around to the south, this will be easy turn-in. But can we get there? That, I think, will be the more difficult question. I think there is a way through, just not a pretty way to get through if I remember correctly. I think this is the way that I'm thinking of. Holy pow. Yep. There's a way, but it's not pretty. I don't think we're going to survive this one. Yeah, that didn't work. Where am I going to revive at? Right back at Gloin's camp. That's not too bad. I was expecting much worse, in my opinion. So let's head east and go turn this in real quick. Oh, sorry. So, once again, as I was saying, let's go ahead and head east to take care of that then. Do a quick turn in there, and then we shall head back towards Bree and turn in the rest of this quest. take our very nice halberd. I don't know what the other quest reward is, to be honest. Trinket. I mean, it's a decent trinket, but I personally prefer. But the earring would be nice, I think. Yeah, the earring will be nice. We'll do that, and of course a nice title. That'll be awesome. This one, yeah, obviously we're gonna take the halberd, of course. That's a no-brainer, honestly. And we'll get this one quest done in the Misty Mountains I've had for quite some time, to be honest. So yay for completing stuff. Took a little longer than expected if they were timing me for this quest, but hey, better late than never, right? Oh, there's the camp right there. Outstanding. Oh yeah, tasks. I gotta do tasks as well.
I am at your service. I would be grateful for your assistance.
Yeah, we'll see if we can help them later. So, Thorns Hall. Doesn't look like we got anything there, so we'll head back in a little bit. But let me see where this other... It's just to the south there. It's a tough call. It's a level 42 quest. Get some rep. I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, it's literally right there for the taking. Let's do this. I almost feel obligated to finish this now that I'm in the area, so let's do this. That's what I mean, more quests that I was alluding to earlier. If you need more quests, they will give you more quests. Of course, we attracted a hawk? We attracted a hawk. Alright, well. Let's see if we can outrun said hawk. I don't think that'll be too much of an issue for our valiant steed here. So if I was this second treasure chest, where would I be? Apparently somewhere in this area, but... Let's give any hints. As soon as I start box building on the hill to your left, you approach the tower hand control keep. So apparently... Oh, okay, it gives us a nice little thing here. Oh, nice supply crate. We'll take that. Nothing too crazy. Alright, let's head inside, see if we can find anything. Oh, he's got a... Oh, he looks ready to defend himself.
What do you need?
Who dares to enter the tomb of Halmar Stoneshaper, son of Volter the Old titles? Here for the strongbox. Yep. Well,
Will you stay?
Oh, I see.
With me a
Oh,
moment?
apparently he's not fighting us. He was one of his sons. So apparently we need to find stolen dwarf gold ingot. That's not what I was expecting. I was expecting a fight. And hey, Zitla, I appreciate the follow. Thank you for being part of the Taco Kingdom. As we head here in the Misty Mountains finding dwarf gold. Or in this case, stolen dwarf gold. Apparently dwarves and their metals, they do love them. So, well, we do appreciate the love and appreciation here, so good to see a fellow taco lover. Ah, nice, yes, definitely very nice. I'm guessing we need to go up there, because there's no easy entrance that I can see there. So let us head up above. Tacos are so good. Yes, oh my god, yes, tacos are the best. Oh, love me some tacos. What kind of tacos you like there, Zitla?
What do you want?
Oh, I shall not break my oath. You shall not have the ingot. Well, apparently, we're gonna take on this dwarf. Alright, there shall be no match for us. There we go. Oh, apparently we gotta pick up the chest there. Look at the stolen dwarf gold ingot. Excellent. So let's head back to the other guy, and it's strange that guy was defending his stuff and the thing he's been looking for is literally right there. Interesting. So let's head on back and give this guy his stolen. So we're stealing to steal back to give to a dwarf. Seems legit. So here you go, Mr. Stone Shaper.
What do you need?
Must betray me, you trickster. You cannot have the stolen ingot that has kept me and my kin chained this place for long years. Really? He's chained this place? He had to only go so far. Oh, okay. Well, hey, we made him happy, I guess. Alright, so we have the ancient dwarf chest then. I can hardly believe the oath has been filled. Be at peace, ancestor. The treasures are reclaimed. Alright, well, if we gave him some peace in his world, then it's worth it, I suppose. So let's exit out of here and head on back out. A few trophies there. Yeah, we're gonna have to sell some stuff here in a little bit. Yeah, most of that stuff I don't need. So I think we need to head... Yep, it'll be right back to that dwarf camp up here. So we shall take our trusty steed and head north with our captain from Gondor. And it shall be glorious. And adventurous. Hey! Alright, so... onward we go. So we'll head back, we'll turn in this treasure chest to that guy, and we'll see if there's any follow-up quest. I would think not, but never know. Man might have somewhere else for us to go. Or dwarf, I should say, not man. My fault, sorry. Alright, so the dwarf camp should be just right up here. There it is. Alright, so let's see what he has to say this time.
Well,
Good. I
my
hope the
friend.
Strongbacks wasn't too hard to find. These records of his won't have been a bad thing. Now I must have already done so much, but perhaps there's a bit more I have to ask of you. Of course there is.
Greetings, traveler. Will you
Take
stay
it
a moment?
to Thorn's Hall. Okay. So we'll take that to Thorn's Hall then on our next
I
trip
am
out
at
there.
your service.
So let's get rid of some stuff that we don't need right now. So we can get some inventory space back. So you don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. We just sell that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Okay, so that should make some nice room in our inventory there. So I think we are done with our questing here in the Misty Mountains for the moment. So the only things we have is just Goblin Town and other random fellowship quests, so let's not worry about those. So let us head back to our home. We'll use our fast port for that, or sorry, travel to personal house. And then we shall head back towards Bree/Archit. So let us head home. And it's raining here as well in our little home here. I do like my little home here. It's pretty awesome. I'm glad I was able to get it. But first we shall complete some tasks the easy way. So I'm sure this is something they added in some update, some patch note somewhere. I don't know. I just know I can do most of my tasks here, which kind of does trivialize it a little bit. I'll give it that, but it does make it convenient. So, it is what it is there. So, let's go ahead and do our tasks. So, we got, what do we have more of? We got pure black skins. Looks like we got more pure black skins, but we could get the pure black furs out of here. So, let's go ahead and do those for the right moment. I've been collecting these for so long. It does make daily tasks a lot easier. There we go, level 47. Awesome. There we go. That's the last of the pure black fur. Well, that stack of pure black fur, I should say. But we still got plenty more. Oh, looks like just gonna keep on doing them while it lets me do them. Hey, there we go. Ah, we've reached our limit. Yeah, we don't need to reset any daily tasks there, so we're good to go. Alright, so got some more inventory space back by doing our dailies there. Easiest way to get them back, honestly. Alright, so with that being done, let's us head out of here, head to the wonderful town of Archit, and complete 2 more quests. And definitely a lot of for sale signs in here. So I got a neighborhood, but definitely an up and coming neighborhood. So I would like some neighbors in my neighborhood if you are interested, because we definitely want to grow this area. So let's head on back into Breeland. Alright, so to the north we go. It's weird to think just a month ago I was just going through this area. It's crazy. Where am I? Oh yeah, I'm way... Okay, yeah, I'm down right there. Okay, so we're heading to Archit, which is to the north here. So our red dot's going this way. And we're going up the map there. So that's our current route. And hopefully we don't aggro anything, because I should be at least 30 plus levels above everything here. So I don't think that'll be an issue whatsoever. Which is good. Don't feel like crushing bugs the entire way there. Unless my horse decides to stomp on a few, which I'm not going to argue with whatsoever. But to the north we go. We got quite a ways to go, it looks like there. So take a nice tour through Breeland, which is the main area outside the starting zone for men. And, well, actually, all the races kind of congregate there about level 15-ish. I could be wrong. So, I mean, you're going to have men, hobbits, dwarves, elves, everyone kind of starting to congregate and then follow the same storyline and quest lines going forward outside their starter areas. So Bree is definitely a nice place for all those groups to come together. I mean, it's definitely one of the more iconic things from, especially Fellowship of the Ring, early on. Besides, you know, Hobbit Town and the Shire, Bag End. You know, there's plenty of iconic places in the books and the movies, of course. So it looks like we're almost to Archet, or at least the area of Archet. Yeah, see, now we go. Now entering Archet. So the town is just a little bit more north. A little bit of ruins, a little bit of marshland. It's just kind of a mixture of everything. It's a nice, easygoing area. I mean, it's what you're, for if you're the race of men, it's what you get introduced to. As far as the tutorial area. Nice, decent farmland. Sadly, at the time, at the intro, plagued by banditos. But it does get better. Not right now, though. It's still recovering from being burned. It looks like there's a... Well, it looks like a dwarf there practicing on a training dummy. So, I mean, see, there's still more people here, so... There's a little... Level 50? I guess there's level 50 there. Alright. That's cool, too. Alright, so...
What can I do for you?
Alright, so we gotta continue that quest there.
Greetings.
Alright, so this is where we have to collect the different implements. So, not that easy to get the trinkets and everything, then we have to collect these items. I knew there was a reason I was hanging on that stuff. Those are gonna be some crazy requirements there. So I think for the meantime, so A, good that we got the first part done, but B, the second part's going to take a hot minute to get through. So let's head back down to Bree, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to head and do the main book quest and continue that for being a beacon of hope. And as we go through those areas there, hopefully I can get some more of those items that I need to complete the captain quests. Because now I remember those being a pain in the butt. I could look on the auction house maybe, but I really don't want to pay for it. Probably cost me an arm, a leg, and half my weapon. So somehow I don't think that'd be a good idea. Tempting, but probably not a good idea. So I think what we'll do is we'll head into Angmar once more. So yeah, we got those. We don't want to sell those. Oh shoot. Oops. Oh, don't need that there. Oh yeah, then we need to go with Thorn's Hall and turn that in. Nope. I mean... It's a nice necklace. Not an upgrade, sadly, but it's a nice necklace. I mean, I could take a small well... Because we'd have to go to Thorn's Hall, then go back to Bree. Tough call. It's only 90 copper. I mean, it's not like I'm spending a huge amount of money. Yeah, we're going to Thorn's Hall. We're going to see this quest through to its completion. Let's do this. Oh, and we have a trait point to spend. Let's go ahead and do that. Yes, I want to commit my trait change there. Alright, so let's head to...
Greetings.
Let's go with Erdlin and go to Thorn's Gate for the mere 90 copper. So we can turn in this real treasure quest. And dwarves were pretty cool. I want to be friendly with them. So, no reason not to do it. I wonder how I'm doing reputation-wise with them, to be honest. Let's see. Thorns Hall. Oh, we're getting close to ally there. That's good. It's excellent to see. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this. So we head this way to Thorns Hall. Good old Thorn Oakenshield. So let's see what awaits us here. So we are doing our good deed of the day in regards to getting the dwarf some more shinies. You can't go wrong with more shinies as a dwarf. Can't ever go wrong with that. Then again, makes me wonder about people that do like shinies. Are they all dwarfs? Or are they all descended from dwarfs? Ooh. That's a real conundrum there. So where is this Gold Watcher guy? He's inside Thorns Hall. But it doesn't say where specifically. So I guess we're going to have to wander around and find him because the map is not giving us any indication where this person might be. So I guess first place we'll check is near the throne. Oh wait, I think we see him. Or someone. Aha, there he is right there.
At your service.
There we go.
And your families.
We completed it. Puzzle vault, huh? I'm intrigued about this puzzle vault. What is this puzzle vault? I do not have the corresponding quest. Aw, boo. But it's so shiny and blinking and wanting me to complete something with it. Well, another time then, perhaps. Looks like we have a lore master here. Champion. Nice. Alright, so let's head back out into the mountains here. So we've successfully returned that gold, so now let's head back to the stable master and get a lift back to Breeland. So that we can head into the shadow of Angmar. Find out what we need to get done. Yeah, huh? Right, so
What do you need?
So, Westbury it is. For a mere 90 copper. That's the nice thing about getting between the 3 starting areas. You don't like, you want to go back to another one? Hey, spend some 90 copper, go kill something real quick, sell it off, spend the 90 copper, and get to the other area. Can't go wrong with that. Alright, so back to Bree we go. Excellent. So now let's head to...
How can I be of service?
Still surprised there's no direct route to Angmar, but it is what it is. So let's head to... here. So we're heading to the North Downs, so that we can hitch a ride to Angmar then afterwards. Probably should highlight some quests in Angmar too, just in case I come across them. Might not be too bad of an idea, to be honest. Let's see, Angmar... There's a lot of quests I have. Whew. Like a lot of quests. I guess we'll just start with those. Works for me. Alright. Oh, I went to Evendim. Whoops.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I totally went to the wrong area. Evendim, while cool in one of the prettiest areas of the world, is definitely a little bit not where I wanted to go. That's okay, swift travel will get us right where we need to go at least, so very, very thankful for that. So hey, this is Evendim. Ooh, that actually is a nice view of Lake Evendim. I mean, seriously, if you ever play this game and you want to go to a beautiful area right in the low 30s, Evendim is definitely the way to go because it is a beautiful, beautiful area. I can't remember if it's part of the free-to-play or not, but even if it isn't, I mean, it's worth picking up just for that experience. And it's got some nice story behind it if you complete the whole main story part behind it too, if I remember correctly. Alright, so...
What do you need?
Now to Angmar. So now we're gonna go to Lairdin with the Council of the North Rangers there and return this gear and continue our main story quest. Being level 47 shouldn't be too bad to get through the rest of the stuff. Because as soon as we end this book, we get a nice little title, which I will definitely want to use. If I remember correctly, it's like the light from the shadow, or something like that. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, a light from the shadow, which is actually kind of a cool title. So I definitely like that title. We shall make some haste and head into Gathfortnir. So let's head to Lairdin's room here. There's his room. Alright, so let's see what he's got to say today with the bringing the equipment back from Elrond and the elves.
My heart cannot.
You have returned! What news? The sword has been reforged? What say about the shield? It's not Goldir's, it shall have to make do. Take it. Alright, so let's take it to Goldir and hope that he's pretty receptive to remaking his stuff. It was no easy task. See, I don't think that's his room there. No. So I'm guessing it's the one up here. There we go. Goldir's returned. He's not the man I once knew. There is no hope for my people. Oh, there's always hope. There he is. Mordred was right. He was right.
How can I be of service?
Whoa, he's got some dread going on. He's got like some huge dread going on. Jeez. This will name Avenger of the West. Indeed, it will avenge my daughter. Yeah? Your daughter
My
needs some
time has
avenging.
come.
So it's time to, apparently we're gonna take off, take names, and kick some butt.
Dunedain will bring my vengeance.
Let's do this.
Heartened by the gift of Dunakar from Elrond of Rivendell, Golodir prepares to assail Cairn Dûm and drive the sword into the unseen heart of Mordorith, the murderous
What do you
steward of
need?
Angmar. Courage may bring hope, but a thirst for vengeance could spell doom.
Steel yourselves as Mordorith will try many things to break our resolve. Oh, well, there he is right there. After spending so much time in my care, I'm surprised you have returned so quickly, Golodir. Have you spent so little time in mourning your daughter? Ooh, burn. Villain, I would have died in her place. And it would have been better for you if I had. I can see that you have learned nothing from all my patient instruction. Perhaps simply viewing others through the Palantir was not enough. Wait, what? Come now, Golodir, let your lessons continue. He has a Sing Stone? You see, Golodir, over the long years of this age, many have tried to resist Angmar. All have failed. Brutal. Do you wish to join these countless failures in death? Dang. As fallen, they are but Mordor's illusions. Do not let them break your resolve. Can do. Alright, one down there. Alright. Oh, we got another one here. Oh, deep episode. Angmar of Carindum. Oh, apparently that's a deed. Awesome. Those who have opposed the Witch King did so for many reasons. Some sought freedom from Angmar's yoke. Others sought glory. And yet others sought revenge. However, no matter what drove them, what flame burned in their hearts, that flame was extinguished. Ooh. So apparently he's definitely trying to break our spirits. So let's gang up on this guy. Oh, apparently his fallen heroes are against us as well. You are finished, beast. Apparently, even I, dear Goldir, learned the folly of opposing the Witch King. A lesson I learned from his very hand. As he instructed me, all was torn away. Thoughts of family, of brothers in arms, of friends and companions. Once my lessons were complete, the man I had been was gone. Even I, one of the Witch King's greatest foes, had become but his servant, a steward upon his throne. Oh, hello. That's a troll. To quote Boromir, oh great, they brought a cave troll. Oh, another deed the trolls are gonna do. Alright. So onward. Seal yourself, we are entering the very heart of Angmar. Looks cool. The Witch King built this, his throne room, to celebrate his terrible might and power. And now Mordred sits upon the throne as steward of the Witch King's realm. Where is he? It's a good question. Where is he? Mordred, show yourself. Enough of your illusions and lessons. But father, there is one last lesson to be taught. Wait, no, you are not her. You are another illusion. Am I really, father? Does it truly matter? Does it change all that has been lost in your futile attempts to shatter the Iron Crown? Mother is lost, friends uncounted, slain, and for what? Only for you to see your beloved daughter lying dead before the gates of Carindum. Give up in this vain pursuit, father. It is a folly to hold to your hope. There is no shame in surrendering when you have lost so very much. No, no. My friends, please help me dispel this horrible illusion. Alright, can do. No, this cannot be her. Yeah, all this dread is not helping. Father, they are hurting me. Enough. Yes, Mordred. Well, Goldir, it seems nothing will make you see the truth of my words. And if my words cannot convince you of the folly of challenging Angmar, falling a battle before me will. Dent in this guy. I mean, literally, not at all. Yeah, you see, Goldir, I cannot be harmed. You're right. You're wrong, Mordred. The light of Dunakar, Avenger of the West, shall strike you down. shall be driven back into the shadow, false king. Oh, we're finally doing some damage to him. Outstanding. Let's do some damage. Goldir, do not forget what you have lost. Let's take on the ads. It's probably a good idea. Please. Please, no, stop. I don't have a... something? I don't have that horn. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's losing health bad. Yeah, his strength falters. He's not kidding. You shall be cast down from your throne, steward of Angmar. You shall not carry this day. I'm sorry, Lord Neil, so sorry. Must not falter. Trust me, I'm giving all I got there, buddy. No, not a DPS heavy class. Jeez, he's down there. Say we're gonna have to heal him as much as we can at this point. And hope it's enough. I should have started to heal him out earlier. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. He's down to 5k health. This is not possible. I'm in need of aid. Yeah, you are. Oh goody, he's healing up. Where are your words, false king? False king, I am more justly a king than he who sits before my throne. Let us be done, Goldir. In the end, your victory here matters not. So be it. With the light of Dunakar, I strike thee down, false king. No! I have but one last reserve of strength, Goldir. You have done well, but the light of your blade was not enough. I leave you now. Perhaps, Goldir, we will meet again. Base coward, base coward, base coward.
Greetings.
Mordor the coward has escaped us, but did you notice that the blade of Dunakar was still lodged within his breast? I wager the pain of that blade's light shall be a constant reminder of the evil he has committed. While my revenge is not yet complete, I would wager there will be others who will complete the task. For now, I can take solace in the fact. A moment, someone approaches. Look, the gate to the east opens. Oh, you have done well, young ones. Old woman, what are you doing here? Oh, Sarah Oakhart. Oh boy. Your questions will be answered in time. But for now, know that you have done me a great favor. A great favor indeed. She has taken the Palantir. Is gone, and with no way to follow her. I fear that we shall hear from that old woman again, and sooner than we would wish it.
What do you need?
With an unsettling end to our battle, I fear that there is much more to that old woman that we see upon the surface. However, we cannot deal with that matter now. We should leave here before we overrun with Angmar or their servants. I agree. Let's get out of here. Yeah, let's get out of here.
The gift of Dunakar, Avenger of the West, renewed Golodir's spirit, and with the sword he avenged the death of his daughter. But though Morderith was weakened, he was not destroyed, retreating to nurse his hurts and plot revenge. How will this help us in our struggles? Will Sauron maintain control, or will another power claim Angmar?
Oh, Sarah Oakhart. Leave me be.
I fear
More to
we've
speak with, though
seen
not
the
destroyed. The
last of
way,
false
though,
king.
is open for others to finally throw down this false king. Although a creature says you. Still, there's more I would ask of you. Alright, well, ask away. I mean, we're here to help. Here to help. So don't need that. Two-handed sword, but that's some nice DPS for now. Or that, that's that. And for now, it works.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Definitely some increased DPS, that's for sure. Alright, so success to Chieftain Aragorn, son of Arathorn. I've heard of him. So we'll get to Rivendell here shortly. But huzzah, we have beat back the shadow. At least for now.
The hills of Angmar are not
Oh,
friendly
can't
to
sell
the
anything to you. Alright, well then you can't help me. The Bane of Mordrith.
Greetings, traveler.
Got a nice ring to
How
it.
may I be of assistance?
Okay, so let's not sell those on accident. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Foul destroying waters. I mean... yeah. I mean, we really don't need that. It's nice, but I think I like the Mark of the Fellowship better. Anything else? Yeah, we need those. Gloin's halberd. It was a good halberd, but sorry, Gloin. Got an upgrade now. Can't complain about that. So let's see here. So let's head back to Rivendell and talk to Aragorn, son of Arathorn.
How can I be of service?
We shall head there swiftly. But definitely an epic fight there. I honestly thought I was going to have no chance there for a minute because, man, that was a pretty brutal battle. I mean, guy I was supposed to protect was down to a sliver of health and didn't know if I'd have enough DPS to pull it off. Captains are not exactly a DPS class, so it does make it a little bit more difficult then at that point. But we did prevail. Alright, so time to find Aragorn, son of Arathorn. Should be just down and around. So yeah, we just take that path around and we'll be good to go. Definitely still a beautiful area. So taking the sights of Rivendell as we head towards Aragorn's guest house. Well, and the guest house for the rest of the Fellowship as well. The guest rooms. Alright, so we got everyone here. So there's Aragorn.
You have earned
So
great
Guldir did not
thanks.
perish, and the shadow of Angmar is for the most least weakened. I am of a mind that even if Mordor does finally fall, he may someday return, or another shadow of the enemy will take his place. So that's good to know. Let's see, will this be an improvement? That's not, even though it's level 50 item, doesn't really do much there. It's a dagger, it's a staff, or a club, I'm sorry. So yeah, nothing
Greetings.
there. So on to book 9. Gandalf the Grey, currently in Bilbo's room, should be informed of the actions of Sarah Oakhart. So let's go speak to Gandalf. But for now, we do have completed book 8. So that means we have gotten 20 LOTRO points, a new title, which I am definitely going to make active, a Light from the Shadow, because that is a pretty cool title overall. And more LOTRO points is always welcome. So let us go forth and seek Gandalf. He's right over there in that big old house. So we'll see if we can find out what's going on there. Yeah, we still got a boat ton of quests. Probably have to start dropping some of these. There's nothing wrong with that, just got, you know, gonna have to start dropping them though. Alright, Gandalf, we're coming for you. Gonna speak to you about some crazy stuff. Some crazy old lady, a seeing stone. You know, nothing too abnormal. Maybe. Probably a little abnormal. I think it's over here in, yeah, in Bilbo's room. Yep, there's Gandalf and Frodo Baggins.
Why do you
Aragorn sent you. What's this say? The Palantir stolen.
Why do you disturb me?
Her adventures at Carndum, and I am concerned. Besides your strange encounters with her during your travels, I have never heard of this Sarah Oakhart. I am troubled by her. There are few now in this age who have even heard of the Palantir, much less the concern with them to steal them. More so, they have now become dangerous, for Sauron possesses the Ethel Stone, which he has certainly bent to his will. Return to Guldir Gathforthir and help him search for Sarah Oakhart and the Palantir. I fear that only evil will come of these events. Okay. So back to Angmar we go. So apparently we're gonna have some fun adventures trying to track down Miss Sarah Oakhart. I mean, it was an interesting twist for the time. I do remember that. I vaguely remember the storyline there. Didn't do it solo at the time because grouping was pretty easy back then. At least as far when you're a captain. Definitely a Spire meeting here. Nice glowing there. Oh wow, there's Arwen and Bilbo. We just come from a feast, Bilbo, have you forgotten? Oh wait, there's Elrond and Bilbo. I still have 1 or 2 corners left to fill up, I'd say. Seems I have no choice, my friends. Let's retire for preparation of the feast. Well, that was random. I've never seen that happen before. That was pretty cool. Alright, let's see if the stables will take us back to Angmar. Angmar takes us here, but can we get back to Angmar from here? That is the concern. Say, I've never honestly tried to, so we're gonna find out. And hopefully we can make it. I mean, I would think so, but I don't know. So one can be hopeful. Let's check it out. Can we
What
get
can I
back to
do for you?
Angmar? Yes, aha. Excellent. So let's head back to Angmar. So we are back once again. You know, it's a nice place for... No, it's definitely not a nice place. Not even gonna try to sell that one. Definitely still a gloomy place even with Mordred driven back. Yeah, another light from the shadow there. So Goldir's room is to the north here. There he is, right up there. Alright, let's see what he's got to say now.
What do you need?
Gav sent you to help me search for Sarah Oakheart in the missing Palantir. Well, the search will be short, for one of my scouts has found her already outside of Barad Gulran, place where the Witch King studies terrible arts. She has made no effort to conceal the whereabouts, but I can think of no reason this would be so. You'll find it in the center of Nan-Gurth, an evil valley haunted by wights and other dread creatures. Sounds like a wonderful place. They have a series of bridges, silent like spokes of a wagon wheel. Sarah Oakheart was seen by the tower located most of the southeasterly of these bridges. Go and bring back the Palantir. If she's making no effort to conceal herself, then a little bit worrisome, because I mean, anything is possible then at that point. I mean, she's definitely not what she appears to be. So we shall see if that makes any difference. Alright, so oh, apparently it's right down there. Let's see, this should be interesting trying to find her. See, we were there for one of the earlier books to defeat a few people, so now we're heading back to go track down an old lady who seems more immensely powerful than anything else we've probably encountered so far. Awesome. But that is where we must go. Having her directly in contact with Sauron is probably on the very, very edge of the biggest of bad ideas. Oh, man, it looks like Stealth Spider found us there. Yeah, let's head keep you. And we're finding every spider along the way, apparently. So here we go through this rocky area once again. I've never really, to my memory, found a really good way to get through this area. There's just so many different winding hills, paths, crazy things that'll eat your face off. I mean, just, I don't know. Just some crazy, crazy stuff out here. Alright, so we're getting closer. should be coming across her area here for a minute. Okay, so heading directly east should get us there. At least somewhat in an easterly direction. Looks like we found another spider. So, still got a while east to go. See, nothing there. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to go up and around there, because that valley is not gonna lead us to where we need to go. See a random person here. Definitely very random. Man. Finding all the spiders along the way, apparently. Definitely getting closer, that's for sure. I think, because that's where we found one of the things in one of the books, so I think it's one of these other towers here. Or maybe it's up there. If it's up there, that's gonna be a pain in the... Well, I don't know. No, we got a path that goes up that way, I see. So maybe we just need to... This might be attainable. Sorta. Maybe not as easily as first thought. So yeah, definitely no obvious route. If that's the case. Well, with Sarah Oakhart wanting to be found, apparently she didn't want to make it easy for anyone to find her, that's for sure. So continue to work on the round. Oh, and we got knocked off our horse there, so... Say, well, let's just beat up this. Looks like we don't have much choice on this one. There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can head this way. Get some better results, if we're lucky. So yeah, I think this is the right way to go, because now we're going to head up this wonderful pathway, it looks like. So I think that we're in the right direction. Oh yeah, tall, foreboding spire. Oh yeah, this has got to be it. No question about it. Looks like there's some trolls or something there. Yeah. We'll go ahead and leave the trolls alone on that one. Okay, we'll just kind of sneak past them on... Oh, there's Sarah Oakhart. She's literally right there. I'm glad that you come. The time has come for us to discuss several things. You have been most helpful in many ways to me and my friends. We have much to talk about very soon.
I need your help one more time.
I have one last favor to ask you. I need your help getting to the heart of this place. I'm afraid I will not be able to make it on my own. Please help me this one last time. I promise you I will answer anything you have to ask. This is the evil place, full of unspeakable horrors, but I will guide you true if I ask for your protection. Okay.
to come with me?
I got a bad feeling about this, but we'll see
A
where this
mysterious
goes.
note from the strange Sarah Oakhart bade the heroes who saved her to meet her at the gates of Barad Gularam, the ancient retreat of the Witch King of Angmar. Seeking an answer to the mystery of the old woman, Golodir assents.
Come, let us go, young one.
This place seems disturbingly empty. Yeah, it kind of does, but it seems someone has noticed us. Yeah, we've been noticed. Apparently I'll say all the ghosts apparently disappeared on me for a second there. Apparently the spirits do not like what we're trying to do here. Any others? Oh, still more. Foolish spirits, they know not what they were doing. To be honest, lady, I don't know what you're doing either, so I guess fair is fair at this point. I mean, this just reeks of bad idea. Whatever this Sarah Oakhart has planned. There are sounds up ahead. It seems as if many people are behind this door. Let's just see about opening this door. Whoa. They ain't kidding about many people behind this door. Like, all the people. Greetings, Castellan. Is everything prepared? Yes, my lady. Good, I've gathered the last two pieces we need. With these relics, we now have all that we need to summon forth the Rogmul. What's the Rogmul? Can't be anything good. Take these, Castellan, while I deal with our protector. Now, as thanks, I shall reveal who I truly am. You now see me as I truly am. I am the Scourge of the North, champion of Angmar, Amathriel. With no spells thanks to you, Mordred has fallen. Angmar is weakened. Yet Angmar is not without allies. Great Lord Sauron, I call upon you for aid. I serve now in Mordred's stead. I need the aid of your servants in the south. I also need Archul, for I will need its power find to bring your shadow down upon Eriador.
So, Amarthiel, you desire power. You have been warned. I will send the lords of Angmar to aid you. But learn your place, else you will burn my wrath.
Thank you, Lord Sauron. I will await the servants of the Eye. Can I just step out the back and be like, I got you. Now be gone, fool, once I've... Oh. Incapacitated. Well, that's cheap. So really, it does kill you there? That seems kind of cheap. I mean, really, it does sound kind of cheap. Boo. Well, either way. I mean, not that we were expected to really survive that.
How can I be of service?
This is foul news indeed to think Sarah Oakheart was all along an agent of Angmar. If she's indeed the same Armathriel of which only legends speak, then evil are the days to come. I must consider what you have learned.
Would you do something for me?
I do not know who these servants from the south are, but rumor has reached me that the Knights of Mordrith may be in the south, perhaps is whom she spoke of. Worries me that the Knights of Mordrith could be reclaimed as Martha's own forsworn, so I doubt where she's going next. More important, we need to eliminate the threat of Mordrith's minions. It seems that there are three key places of the Knights: Comet in the Breland, Osgroth in the Lowlands, and Estelden, the refuge of my people in the North Downs. Speak to them. Tell them I said, report back to me when you are done. So we got some traveling to do. Apparently there's a quest over here. Interesting.
Stay a moment.
Oh, it's a fellowship quest.
Mind my words,
That's
traveller.
another fellowship quest. We'll leave those be for now.
Stay a
Another
moment.
fellowship.
Might I take a moment?
So
of your
basically
time?
just some repeatable fellowship quests. So we'll leave those alone for now. So we'll go ahead and exit back out of here. So we got some, like I said, we got some traveling to do. So first we shall head to Estelden. That's definitely the closest area.
What can I do for you?
So let's head there swiftly, of course. Let me respond to this real quick. Alright, so we are back in the North Downs. So let's speak to someone here in Estelden about the funness that's going around in the world. Probably someone up here. There we go.
What can I do for you?
There are grave dangers about. May have spoken a new evil frightening Angmar. I am quite certain that is the knight that you seek. Go to the entrance of Ramduith, and you'll find them, but beware, there may anger him in the place will not be an easy one. Guessing, yep, that's right there. Okay, so apparently it's closer than I expected. Let's ride. We will find this person. So we must find this Knight of Mordrith and take them down. And push back the shadow. And definitely a little bit of a journey to get there. But no worries about that. Oh, except running into a tree. So let's see here. Lots of trees in this area. Well, slightly hilly, mountain, tree-ish. Ouch. Painful area. Very painful. Yes. So we shouldn't attract anyone here. It's Tater, though. Potatoes. Just wonder what this Knight of Mordrith is going to look like. So an evil knight from an evil person from Servant of the Witch King. So we must be getting close now. 300 meters. So we won't be able to see them just yet. Hopefully we are prepared for this. Hope so. Don't need any crazy surprises. Alright, so it must be over here somewhere. Yeah, it's the person here.
What chance have you?
Oh, let's dismount and get ready. Let's do that, buff up there, and...
You will perish.
Alright, bring it on. Oh, apparently his little minis are going to help. Oh, that's so cute. They're going to try to actually defeat me. Oh, cheap shot. Ah, he disarmed me. His cheap shots are no match for me. We are victorious there. So let's head back to Estelden and talk to the ranger. So much for that Knight of Mordrith. He's a silly person anyways. Hello, whoa, that hurt. Ouch. Rub a little dirt on it. It's still good, So west we go, back to Estelden, to speak of them the news of the fallen Knight of Mordrith. Basically fell because we, got some revenge for him cheap-shotting me. Jerk. So let's continue forward. Yeah, we've got a little bit. Now, I remember the entrance here. You'd think I would remember this because I just came from here, but the entrance is a little bit hidden, as you would expect a ranger refuge to be. So let's make sure we... So let's see. Those are Earthkin there, so it's got to be a little bit south. Say it's a weird entrance. But we shall find it. And that guy coming from there probably helped a bit. It's nice when things are made a little bit easier there. I can dig it. Yeah. Alright, so we're entering back into Estelden in the North Downs here. So let us find our ranger friend and say, hey, we got him. What's next? At least that's the plan. It's not a bad plan, I hope.
How can I be of service?
Return to Golodir. Alright. Oh, is... Wait, do we still need... Hang on. quest is something else. Let's see. Allies in Combe, Orgonman in Osgarth, and in Esselden. They found this great London, Esselden knows a place familiar if people come for hobbits, race of men. So we still need to go with... Okay. No biggie. You just said return to Goldir. I'm like, oh, maybe we don't have to go these other places. Well, apparently he was a little hasty to tell us back to Goldir, but we shall ride forth to these other places.
How can I be of
So we can
service?
get to... No, Oscaras in the lowlands. So we'd have to go to Bree. So... we do have return to Bree. Yeah, might as well go that way. Save us the 31 silver. Because well, we're heading to the lowlands anyway, so... and Combe. And shoot, we'll be right by Combe, so might as well get that done. Heck, let's do this. We ride. Do it. Oh, it'd help if I didn't get stuck behind the car. Alright, so... oh, we don't have to go very far into Combe, it looks like. Even better. I don't think a Nate of Mordrith would be around Bree. I mean, it would kind of stick out like a sore thumb. I mean, North Downs it's easier to hide, but in the gentle lands surrounding Bree and stuff, it's kind of hard to stick a huge evil in there. But I guess we're going to find out one way or another. We shall see. Ow. This looks like it's might be in the inn here. Oh, no. Mr. Constable of the... yeah, Mr. Underhill here.
Might I have a word with you?
Goldir, never heard of him. Sounds like one of those rangers. Yeah, he's right. Sure about the knight you speak of. There's a new threat in Chetwood. You find him at the camp near the evil idol in Chetwood. It's not hard to find northeast of here. Alright, let's do this then. Oh, apparently it's a sword that we're gonna pick up too. Might, vitality. I mean, that's not a bad sword. Alright, so... oh, he's all the way that way. So... let's head that way and let's go say hi to this Knight of Mordrith. Apparently he's working with the Banditos. Also known as the Blackwood, but I like Banditos better. So let's see if we can find this person. As we journey forth. We'll take him down. Downtown. Oh yeah. That's how we roll, people. Alright, so we're heading through a nice area here, which is honestly a nice, pleasant starting area. Well, ish. For men, once again. A lot of the metals you can find around here, a lot of the tier 1 stuff. Copper, Rowan benches. A lot of under level 10 stuff like that. Feral Deathwolf here, he's level 7. So, I mean, this is your starting men area. Beating up wolves, banditos. Doesn't appear to be much anyone here right now. Not a bad thing, but just nobody here. So we're almost to these ruins. So, well, I mean, I don't know why I'm worried. Nothing's gonna aggro except probably that knight anyways. Assuming we can find a way around. So let's see here. Can we get around? I'm sure we can. We've had to do this before. At least once. But we can't go that way. Maybe I can just jump up. Ah, there we go. That'll work. There's this Knight of Mordrith. Let's get off our horse here. Let's say hi to him. Because he seems like a wonderful person.
You will perish.
Now you will die. Well, apparently he's not very friendly. And just about. He gone. Alright, so let's go back and talk to Constable Underhill back in Combe. So we may go to the next area. Say a lot of traveling in this book quest. So we shall say goodbye to the banditos of the forest. Until we meet again, which is hopefully not anytime soon. Whee! There we go. That worked. Actually kind of worked. Awesome. I can dig it. Archit. It shouldn't be an Archit. Whoa, I think we went a little too far north. Let's head south. Wolf Den. Okay, I know where I'm at now. Yeah, we went a little too far north. So we need to head a little south, a little west. Alright, now we should have a straight shot back to Combe, so we'll talk to Mr. Underhill, and then head into the Lowlands for the third part of this 3-part quest. Alright, Mr. Underhill, we're coming for you. We're going to tell you, hey, we beat down this guy because we thought we had the Blackwoods gone, and apparently Angmar had something to say with it. Let's see, we should be... Okay, yeah. I don't know why I need the map there. I only know a bit. So, Mr. Underhill?
Good day.
So let's take the sword there. I mean, it's a small upgrade. I'll take it. Yeah, I mean, instead of... I mean, it's not Westernese damage, but I don't think damage types matter as much as it used to be back in the day. But I mean, I do like that they're drained of morale and then we get some morale, so... Let's go ahead and use that sword then. That's pretty awesome though. Okay, can we get to North Downs from here? That's a negative Ghost Rider. Okay, so let's head into Southern Bree so that we can travel to Oscaroth then. Oh hey there, coffee shop girl. It's good to see you again. It's been a minute since I think you've been here, so welcome back to the Taco Kingdom as we journey forth through Middle Earth here. I hope life's been treating you well. He scared me coming out of nowhere with that boo. Almost had a heart attack, thought it was another evil spirit trying to come after me. If we're buying vowels, I'll take an A. Does that count? I mean, if we're doing Wheel of Fortune, I mean, I'll go for the A. I am pretty evil. Well, I mean, evil is subjective. I mean, everyone can be a little evil sometimes. Makes things a little bit fun. And fun is good.
What can I do for you?
Let's see, so let's head to Oscaroth. There we go. Ooh, swift travel. There we go. So this won't be a long ride. Now, I doubt you're truly that evil. So here we go to the Lone Lands, aptly named because, well, it is pretty lonely out here. It's huge amounts of nothing between huge, well, areas like this. Well, that's most of Middle Earth for you. Oh, hello. Little freeze up there. Okay, so let's talk to this fellow here, Mr. Erdrick the Elder.
Would you do something?
I've never heard of Goldir, but if he is a ranger, as you say, then why should we give aid to him? The Rangers did not aid us when we had the need, and we were forced to rely upon the shades of Oathbreakers to win our freedom. Still, we have lost many good men exploring Harlog these days. There's rumor that Angmar is involved, so my guess is the best place to search. Go to Harlog and seek out your evil knight. When you have purged the evil, return to me. Purge evil, huh? That's shorthand for go forth and layeth the smacketh down. So where is this? Wow, literally in the very southeastern part there. I mean, literally all the way in the southeast. So this knight really wants to hide. Well, we shall go forth and, as he says, purge the evil. So commence the purging of the evil. So let's head towards the swampish area here. So going past a few goblins here, and as you can see far off there, that's the area we're heading to. So I guess if you want to hide in the Lone Lands, I guess the swamp area would be a good place. I mean, it worked for Shrek for so many years, so I mean, it's not a bad place to start with. So let's see how much farther we got. About 1,000 meters, so quite a bit of traveling to do first. So we find some good old insects. I mean, it's a swamp. It's going to have insects and bugs and shallow water and well, apparently goblins too. Because, you know, goblins. Ah, yes, and the trolls. Thankfully, I shouldn't be aggroing any of those. Does not appear to be the case, thankfully. So we shall let them be. So we shouldn't be too far off. Yeah, slightly under 400 meters, so should get a visual here shortly of the target. Assuming, well, I mean, there's a lot of crazy twists here, but I think we're going in the pretty right direction. Alright, so if I was a knight, I guess I'd be up here somewhere. It seems pretty logical. There he is. Looks like he's got some troll guards, so we'll have to probably dispose of them as well. Seems to be the common thing. Don't have permission, boo. It's a shame that you've traveled this far only to be defeated. Mordor's defeat means nothing. You have no idea what forces are at work in Eriador, and you will die without knowing. Well, that's not very nice. Now you will die. And he gone. Of course, he had a spider companion. I'll give him that. Alright, so now we have done those. So let's head back and talk to Eredrick the Elder. Oh, apparently there's a level 50 here. I did not realize that they were just standing there. My fault. Whoops. So let's get past these trolls and head back to Oscaroth. And then more than likely we'll have to head back to Goldir in Angmar for the next part of the epic quest line. If I had to guess. So we need to find a way out of this area first. I think we're going the right way. Sure, let's go with that. We are going the right way, haha. So back through the swamps we go. Thankfully, all these trolls are just staying put, which is good. I don't feel like having to cut a swath through an army of trolls. I mean, I will if I have to. But if I don't, then, hey, everybody wins at that point. Alright, so we're almost there. So I know up in these hills there's like only really one good way back. It's kind of weirdly built like that. I think this is the right way. Looks pretty good because it takes us uphill, so that can't be a bad thing. Alright, so continue on back to Oscaroth with news that the Knight of Mordred has been slain. That's what I said, with the Lone Lands, there's lots and lots of open areas for pretty much anything. I mean, just looking around. I mean, ruins, animals. I mean, it's the true wilderness. Which is pretty cool. You don't get many opportunities to explore like that. So let's head back here, talk to Mr. Elder. What do you want here, man? Well, I want to talk to your elder. That's what we're gonna do. Talk to Eldrick the Elder. Dude, I'm on the way to talk to your elder, buddy. That's what I just said.
How can I be of service?
Yes, thank you. Alright, so... Yep, back to Goldir we go. I know. Alright, so I doubt I'll get a direct ride back to Angmar from here. It's worth a try to look, but kinda doubt that.
Greetings.
Yeah, Trollshaw's Lands and Bree. We could go to Rivendell and take a route to Angmar, so we can go more east to head back more west. Logic. Alright, so back to Rivendell. So we're going to stay here for literally 5 seconds and head our way back to the darkness of Angmar so we can talk to Goldir. So, hi Rivendell, bye Rivendell, peace! So here we go back to the darkness. Alright, so we're back in the wonderful darkness of Angmar, because, you know, awesome. Alright, so back inside this area we go. So around this little pond, I guess. Alright, so back in Goldir's room we go. He's just chilling here.
Greetings.
You have done the free peoples at Eriador a great service, thank you. While you were gone, I spoke to Laredin about Amrithil, and it seems he is the one whom you should speak. He knows much more about this woman than any other, it seems. We will speak more about this shortly. Alright. Ooh, that's a nice upgrade. Wow, I really haven't upgraded shoulders
Might
in a while.
I take a moment of your time?
Well then, let us fix that. Voila. You have done well with very difficult tasks, but there's more yet to be accomplished. While you're gone, I spoke to Wait a minute. Didn't he just tell me to do that? Alright, let's go do that again. Alright, so let's continue forward here. Oh, Laredin. Yeah, he's no. Is he the east or south? That's Lorniel's room now. She I was gonna say, is he gonna let me in his room? Okay, there we go.
The sorrows of the
I'm loath to confess that I know more of Amrithil than perhaps any other living, yet still I know nothing of her secrets of Sarah Oakheart. She has become much more powerful than I had imagined. Indeed, I believed her dead since the Battle of Fornost. It matters not. She is alive, and my pursuit of her must continue. I believe she is heading to Evendim. She has a palantir, I'm guessing that of Osgiliath, the Master of the South, though lost in Anduin, and if she has any hope of staying in power, she will need to confer often with the Lidless Eye. She must use the palantir to find Narchul, that token of power she lost ago. The only place left to her is Anuminos then, for maybe the pedestal were once set the palantir of Anuminos still stands. You should go to Evendim quickly and speak to Kalangad. Alright, so to Evendim we go. Very pretty area. Oh, come on, in the door you go. Jeez. Alright, so to Evendim we must go. So is Kalangad? I think he's in, yeah, Tinidar. So that's the main area of Evendim. So maybe we'll get a direct route there if we're lucky.
How can I be of service?
Angmar, Forchel, North Downs, and Trollshaws. Nope. So Estelden would be the closest area. So let's go there. Alright, so back to Estelden we go. This may look vaguely familiar if you've been tuning in for a second, because we were literally just here tracking down a knight of Mordorith. So to Tinidar now we go. It's a lot of traveling recently. What things we have? So welcome to the one of the most beautiful areas still, in my opinion, of this game, at least that I've ever visited. Evendim, which is surrounded by Lake Evendim, and it just has some of the best views in the game that, once again, that I've personally seen. I've only played through, you know, some parts of the game. Still a very, very awesome area there. So let's try to find this ranger and maybe see if we can explore some of these areas if he sends me to them. So one can only hope.
How can I be
Larry
of service?
and Gordon sent you, did they? There must be more than we thought to the growing presence of the Angmarim then. I'm glad that they have sent a proven hero to help. Hey, I'm a proven hero.
How can I be of service?
So, the presence of Unas is serving and hearing the news you brought me. I think it is best place to search for Amathril. She cannot have gone too deep into the ruin city. We cannot let her go any further. I will let you bring 5 of my men with you. Hey, whatever you do, you must come back with more information on our plans. So, speak with me when ready to leave. So, I guess we're heading off.
Suspecting that Amarthiel, the champion of Angmar,
Alright, so I guess he did bring people. Awesome. Let's summon my herald and make another.
The rangers of the north prepare to infiltrate the ruined city and put an end to her evil.
Alright, let's find her. Let's
you
proceed.
ready?
Watch out for the foe. Let's do this. It's go time. Strange, they left these enemies at level 37, which they're gonna mow through them pretty easily. Heck, I don't even have to touch them. I will for the rep, but... Okay, so far, I mean, it's pretty easy so far. Yeah, nothing crazy there. As I'd say, must be... Yeah, there's the person we're looking for. That was pretty quick finding her. Apparently she didn't want to make herself welcome to Evendim. Yeah, thanks. Numnos was once the shining jewel of the North Kingdom. Yeah, it actually really was. From within its high walls, the kings of men kept watch over their lands. Gone, all gone now, the kings, the palantir they used. But fear not, and my Dunedain friends. For I brought a palantir to Numnos, I was used to look over my lands as did the kings of old. Sounds like a plan. That which was hidden from me will be found, and all shall look upon Amathriel and despair. And she's got some big plans. Come, my loyal servants, my black Numenorians, there is much to be done within my new city. Deal with them, Mulglodir, I tire of their intrusions. It will be done, Lady Amathriel. Alright, so go time? I mean, 6 on 1, I didn't really think this through, did he? But hey. Whoa, I'm getting some heavy damage on me. Hello. Let's not die here. There we go. That was almost... I was like, wait a minute, I'm really losing health here. It must have been a huge dot there, jeez. You know, survive. Worry brought me hither, and I feared what I might find. We must return. I fear that Amathriel has won this hour. We must plan our next move and quickly, so our victory be short-lived.
Amathiel, the champion of Angmar, has now also become its regent in the absence of Mordirith. Under the lidless eye of Sauron, she has removed herself to the ruined city of Anuminas, seeking a power to strengthen her position. A dark time is coming for Eriador, a time which may only be averted through pain and grief.
Oh, fantastic. Pain and grief. That sounds fantastic. Oh, I guess we're gonna have to push back the darkness some more. So let's talk to our ranger friend. Yeah, he's right over here. There we go.
What can I do for you?
This is grave news. I will send word to Elrond of Rivendell and to Gullidir, my kinsman. We need help, and quickly. Mordor is deeply involved. Thank you for your help. We have made a strike, but unless we follow up with one more run. So yeah. Lots of bad stuff happening here. Agility, we don't need that. Ooh, that's a nice ring. Pockets. Oh no, it's okay. So the Mark of the Fellowship are, but that ring is not a bad ring. So let's go ahead and take that ring. Let's see, which one do we want to replace it with? Parry Vitality, Max Morale. Let's replace it with that one there. I think that'll be the better upgrade in my opinion. Alright, so let's see what he says now.
What do you need?
The greater insult than this, for Angmar's foul regent to walk the stones that Elendil walked as of old, is an outrage for which there can be no forgiveness. So, visitor came. So Lairdin is here apparently. Okay. Let's sell some stuff real quick.
What can I do for you?
See, we don't need that. So yes, buy my junk. So we don't need that. Definitely don't need that. Get rid of that. Champions Guardians, don't need that. Creepy Filth. Yeah, definitely don't need those either. Alright, so made some inventory room. Awesome. Let's head this way. So let's see here. So I guess we're going inside this big tower. Finally. Let's do that. Alright. So Tinadar Keep. Looks like a fun, loving place for everyone. So let's see where this takes us. Do not have the corresponding quest, okay. Oh, on the right. So we went the wrong way. Whoops. My bad. Other way. We shall go this way. There we go. The mustering room. Man, it chose a pretty deep room to stage this battle from.
How can I be of service?
It's good to see you again, but we seem cursed to meet always in sadness. Write down much story letter, read the tale, bring it to Kaldad, so you can decide what to do. Alright, so we must bring the letter. So let us bring this letter and see what we must do with it. Let's make a little haste. There we go. That's much better. Alright, time to get out of here. Alright, so let's talk to the ranger over here and see what our next move's going to be now that we're in book 10, it looks like. Trying to get through all these books before Moria comes out next month. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to, just gotta have to take the time to get it done.
What do you need?
It's written his thoughts on the letter very well. Let me see it. Letter asked me to abandon the city. It meant reclaiming the Palantir from her. He does not know what he's saying. Goldir always spoke well of himself, but now I must question his judgment. I will not leave the Numinos in the hands of the enemy. We will save both the city and the stone. Or we will save neither.
What do you need?
Okay. Forgive my anger, it was not seemly. There is wisdom in layered in words, but you must see the danger of leaving Lumnos to the Angmar. If we do not stop here, then she will fortify the old city. Think of the Shire, a short march to the south, or Trestlebridge to the east, already beset by orcs out of Angmar. Must turn the tide of the battle. Okay, so I guess we're standing. So we shall talk to Rosalith. Western at the front entrance of Numinos. So that way. Okay. So let's see if we can get there.
Greetings.
So where is it? So we have Evendim here. So what's this place here? That's a boat keeper there. So we could take the boat there. Probably be the easier way to go. Alright, let's see if we can take a boat then.
What can I do for you?
think that's where we need to go. Yeah, right. So let's go ahead and travel there then. That's easy enough. We have traveled by boat. Very quick boat, mind you. Alright, so we need to really head into Numenos then. So let's head for boat. Yes, boat. It's a quick boat ride there. This coffee shop girl. But now we head into a city overrun by some very nasty people. And we shall attempt to push back. I know, you got the motorboat going out there. Fly across that lake. Alright, so directly west. About 600 meters. Okay, so thankfully they are all lower level, so we don't have to worry about them. So we're just gonna walk past all these guys. Hello, nothing to see here. Dirty, dirty, dirty. So far, so good. Alright, so we are here. Our objective is just directly west. Oh. Where's all the action? Well, these people are too low level for me to get action on, but I think these people up here, I'm not going to have a choice but to fight. So I think we'll kind of just sneak around here. Sometimes we must sneak before we have all the action. Ah, there's our person there. So let's see if we can stay alert. The enemy may attack at any time. Well, yeah, they're literally right in front of you there.
What can I do for you?
What class would be good in LOTRO? I just got 35 champions so far in Evernight. I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Is it for solo farming? I mean, champion's pretty good. They're very good at taking on a bunch of people on at once because of their area of effect attacks. You can just gather everything up and just take them all out, so that's a good one to use. Really, there's not really a bad solo quest or a soloer right now because of, at least for the early game. Let's see, lore masters, I know they can use their pet to be able to take on things that are much higher level than them, if that's a concern of yours at all. Wardens can solo most anything, but their gambits are really, really hard to get mastered down. So if you have the patience to learn that, they can take down some crazy, crazy stuff. If you've paid for Bjornings, I know they're really, really buffed right now to be able to solo a lot of things. So I mean, and even Guardians can solo some stuff because they got boosted damage some time ago. So really, there's not really much of a bad choice. Burglar would probably be the only one not probably in a good position to solo farm. That would be difficult from what I've heard. I don't know from personal experience, to be honest. But that's just from hearsay.
Stay, traveler.
Yeah, Lore Master is good if you like a pet class. Lore Master is definitely the one for you, and probably something I'll probably do at some point if I get time before Moria is released. If not, then then Champion's not a bad alternative. Oh, we got a Stable Master here. Let's unlock that point. we lose the book quest here? Or is this part of the book quest? Oh, these are different quests here. So let's hang on. Let's get rid of some of these quests. We don't need those. There we go. Numinos. That's not what I need there. Alright, so where is this? Weren't they around here? Oh yeah, they're directly to the west. But yeah, give them a try. With you being on every night, it's definitely a lot easier to level up because you won't have the experience debuff that we have on the legendary server. So, I mean, it won't take you long at all to get to 20 or anything like that to get a feel for the class. So, I mean, I would definitely recommend that. Where is this thing? I feel like I've walked past it. Or is it inside here? No. So we're looking for... Oh, he's right here. Haha.
How can I be of service?
Welcome. I'm sorry you must see a Numinos thus, taken by Angmar or corrupted by Marathria. We'll do all our part to drive them out. Listen now, there's much we do and little time to do it.
Could I speak with you a moment?
We've had both gains and losses in the past few days, but we cannot hold out forever. So, looks like we need to talk to some people and help defend their positions. Okay? So we will hold the line. Ooh. So it looks like... So to very north there, very east there, and then anything that looks like a bow wielder we need to take out. So... So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to take a very quick break since I've been on for a couple hours, stretch out, get something to drink, and then we shall see about defending a Numinos. So take 5, smoke them if you got them, and we'll be right back. Alright, and welcome back everyone, and hopefully everyone got a nice little stretch, a little bit something to snack in regards to everything there. On Zitlach, lurking on your cat with stomach chilling. Oh, nice. That's awesome to have a cat like that to be able to do that. So that's cool though, in regards to, you know, just chilling there with a pet, just like, it's so nice there. So awesome though. I'm glad that you're all relaxed and enjoying yourself this evening. So it's good to hear. So we shall go ahead and resume our travels here in Middle-earth. So we'll head to the north and do that one first, it looks like. And we'll look for any bow-wielding Angmar people. Ooh, we ain't going that way, because that looks like it's going to fall off a cliff there. Let's not do that. Okay, so let's look for bow-wielders. That's Elder Angmar. Jeez, a lot of different quests for each of those. Okay, so let's... That looks like a bow wielder, yeah. So I guess let's take them out. Let's go for it. They got bows. There we go, there's one there. A willing sacrifice, huh? Oh, you mean you're the sacrifice? You're gonna sacrifice them. Alright, well then let's do this. I got 2 more here, so yeah, these 8 should be not too hard to pick up, it looks like. Another one bites the dust there. You'll never triumph. I think I pretty much just did triumph over you there, Mr. Bow Dude. High Priest, so it doesn't look like anything there. Should I go that way? Probably not. Let's head back this way. Let's check things out over here. let's go ahead and take on that bow person here. I do not understand. Well, you came across me and you died. So, my life for the glory of Angmar. Well, short life it is. They gone. Alright, so let's head north on this road here. So let's head north. So we only need to get, what, 3 more bow wielders? Hopefully we can find them on the way. If not, we can find them on the way back, I'm sure. Let's see, those are some protectors here, so we don't need to worry about being attacked. So that's good to see. So we'll cross that bridge, head north. Those are some Angmarum. Oh, we kind of need to hit the bridge over, I think. Yeah, I think then the bridge is we gotta get over there. So let's go ahead and take care of that then. How am I gonna get through this? So it looks like this could be... It looks like we need to go up and over. So, I wonder if there's a path here that goes up then. I do believe there is. Let's try this. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so maybe we have to go around that way. Maybe this is a bigger detour than I expected. See, those are allies, so we don't need to worry about them. Definitely a lot more Angmarum there. Let's try not to attract everybody. Wow, there's a lot of them all at once there. Oh, because that's a contested area, it looks like. So we could try and break through. That might be the easier alternative. We could try it. Let's keep over the make haste button, because we may have to make some hasty retreat. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there we go. So can we make it over this bridge? Jeez. Ow. We'll get to that in a second. There's a plaque there, though? Jeez. Okay, I think we lost him. There we go. All right, let's see what this plaque is back here. I don't think I've ever seen a plaque like that. Plaque of Ariant. What's this? Oh. Apparently that's some... Or is that a deed? No. But hey, something sold. That'll work. Alright, let's roll with that for now. Either way. Alright, so... yeah, we're just gonna have to charge forth and just start beating stuff up now at this point. Ow. Indeed, brutes to the north. I'm guessing for killing trolls. Yep. Alright, so directly north is where we need to go. Man, there is a ton of these things here. Alright, down there. Oh, that was a bow wielder. Hey, there we go. That'll work. I forgot we need a couple more of those. That'll work. Got one there. And then bye-bye that spirit. Evendim master, huh? Kick their butt. This will be no easy defeat. Well, the way it kind of was. Whoa. Titan of... what the... well, that's different. I still know. What the heck? It should be right here. Is it inside, maybe? No, that's a instance, it looks like. So that should be it. Is it up above? Is there a path up above? I'm not seeing any. At least not from this end, so I might have to look the other way. Let's take a look around. Nothing there. Nothing there either. Most unusual. Unless it's down below, but I don't think there's any path down below. There's nothing there. Huh. Well then. I am most confused. Maybe there is something down below here. Let's take a look, I suppose. So it's not above. It's gotta be below then. It doesn't look like any way there. Let's check the other side then. Okay, so we got the bow wielding guys. Now we gotta find out what in the world this person's at. Oh, is that... wait a minute. Seriously? That's all they needed? So, I guess that's... I'm so confused right now. Alright, bottom line now though, this is not where we need to be. So, that's all I need to know there. So, plan B. Let's get out of this area. Now let's get out of here. So we're gonna head west a lot. So let's help make that happen. And not attract every mob on the way. Is that safe down there? You know what? We're gonna chance it and find out. Ow. That hurt a little. I really don't think there's an easy way to figure this one out. We're gonna have to swim it looks like. And we're going for a swim. Alright. Alright, so let's see. Port of Anuminos. Okay, so it looks like we have found one person here that looks surrounded by pretty much nothing.
How can I be of service?
You expected something different? Oh well. Okay, so she looks defended, so we're good there. So now we need to head to the southwest, it looks like. So further southwest we go. So here we go. There we go. So another swim that we're gonna go on. Somewhere over this area. Seems like a good place. Strange areas to defend, but we'll roll with it. I mean, all this area is just sunken under by the lake. I'm sure there's a story behind it, but I'm not familiar what that story might be. Something to look up for the future. Alright, let's head this way. Alright, so should be up above here. Oh, this doesn't look good.
The shadow must fall.
Oh, he's already got defended, okay. So we went to two areas to find out they don't need any additional defending. I guess it's good news. And I was ready for a fight. So now we must head back. Discovering some things along the way, of course. Alright, we have made it back in one piece. Ish.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Oh, that's not what I was looking for. Where's the... There's the person there that I'm looking for.
How can I be of service?
Yeah, my thanks, friend, and those of those as well. I'm sure despite their insistence, everything's under control, but now there's more work to be done. We need a plan. Plans are cool. Doesn't look like neither one of those we can really, so we'll take that and sell it. Okay, thought we have earned a small reprieve through your efforts. Battle still rages throughout the city, but it will be some time before Mathro can regroup and challenge our forces with the same intensity. We must go on the offensive. The information. So, we need to journey and defeat minions and kick some butt. Alright, so let's go forth and kick some butt. Oh, let's accept the quest too.
Would you do something for me?
It's a little important. There we go. so let's head east and go that way first. Alright, so keep going here. So east. East is what it says, so east is what we'll do. Well, we could go north and then... because we got hit this area, and this area. So let's hit this area since it's the closest first. I think that would be the best. Assuming we can find a way south there. Yeah, it looks like... there we go. Nope, that's not it. Time to darken my sword. Oh, looks like it's not a drop, it's a physical item we need to pick up. Okay. Makes sense. So let's get these orders right here. Alright, so first one recovered. So now let's head... well, let's head out of this area first before we get our butt kicked. Let's head to the east. East looks like that'll be the quickest one. And then north will be a little bit of a pain. So let's head this way. Now let's look for some orders. Oh, well, shoot, that was right there. That was almost too easy. Is this a trap? Seems like it would be a trap. No, no trap. Okay, well. That was easier than expected. Let's get out of here. Let's see. Let's head west here. So we'll head west along that road, then north, and catch that last orders. Yeah, perfect. A lot of crazy stuff going on in this city still. I mean, nothing like some crazy, that's for sure. Oh, well, shoot, and the orders are right there. Man, they just leave these orders out in the middle of nowhere, don't they? Seems like an extremely bad tactical move, but... I mean, hey, if that's what they want to play here in Angmar, maybe that's why they don't succeed, because, hey, let's give our plans to the enemy. Let's leave them out right here for them. I mean, if they were, like, bad plans, but somehow... Shrimp's fine. Shrimp is fine, shrimp is fine, shrimp. Okay, well, I guess the shrimp is fine there. So let's go ahead and turn in this quest right here.
What can I do for you?
So we're getting some lemmas. The fabled Waybearer of the Elves. Close enough.
Could I speak
All
with
right.
you a moment?
So now we go back to Tinudar. So we have ended our time here in the city, which is probably good. It's a lot safer for the Angmar if I'm not there to keep beating them up. So let's head on back. Well, actually, that horse should take us back, shouldn't it? Possibly. I forgot there's a stable person here.
What can I do for
Yeah,
you?
18 silver. Alright, let's do that. Not bad, right? Alright, so a quick jump over so we're entering back in so that we can progress this book quest. So nothing really worth taking there. So let's get this quest turned in real quick. Should be over here, I believe. Yes, there we go.
What do you need?
Okay, so it looks like we're heading off to an instance. Let's see if we can sell off some stuff real quick before we head off into there. So we don't need those, don't need those, don't need that. Don't need that either. Don't quite need that. Got some rep items, so we can definitely use those. Same with those. So let's use up the rep items that we got. So where'd they go? Up there. And then the black badges. There they are. Awesome. Alright, so we got some reputation. So, let's travel. Let's go kick some butt.
The Rangers of the North have learned that Mordrambor, a black Numenorian deep in the councils of Amarthiel, is traveling to Houth Elendil with a small retinue. Hoping to seize Mordrambor, the Rangers stage an ambush.
Ambush sounds cool. Alright.
What can I do for you?
Alright, so let's go ambush. I think he will follow you willingly, maybe. Oh, that's reassuring. Oh, seems like a wonderful, terrible idea. Why should I not strike thee down, little man? Tell me about my artifact the other spells his doom. Almost immediately it returns. I admire thy courage, though it be foolish in the extreme. I will go with thee to this artifact and give thee the death thou earnest crave. Searching, I will return in a moment. Find this fellow coach if it doth amuse me. Artifact hast thou found? There is no trinket that can harm me. Thy silence returns. Use thy tongue while still you can. Where is this artifact? Now. You're outnumbered, villain. If you try anything, you will die. Aha! So be it. Thy time will come soon enough.
The shadow.
Well done, my
must
friend.
fall.
Well done. Amathril will not be pleased with this turn, though. Let me know when you're ready to leave, and we shall. That was it. We didn't even fight anyone. It seemed way too easy.
How can I be of service?
Heart leaps of joy, for we have done what I could never imagine. Take one of trusted servants captive. She will feel this loss. Okay. Well, they're all happy. But that just seemed way too easy.
What do you need?
Hardly believe our good fortune. Here's a sheet of papers. Humanity tells our meeting. So we got to enter the keep there and see what's going on. I mean, this seems like just an extremely bad idea. I mean, historically speaking, when a villain gets captured that easily, just saying, it usually never turns out very well. I could be wrong, but we shall see. So where is this person? Your keep door on your left. Okay, so it's the one that couldn't enter earlier. Definitely a big place for a sort of a prison. Or keep them in the storage room. That's even more concerning. It's not even a proper jail, it's just a random room we're just chucking this guy in. Alright, so there we go. I remember thee, foolish captain. I know the number of thy days, and they are few. Let us speak while then, for thou wilt soon fall beneath the tread of Angmar. What hast thou brought to me? Writings in black speech, most beautiful of all the tongues. Thou canst not read these words? I weep for thy ignorance, foolish captain, but I will take pity on thee, for thy struggle will soon end in pain and grief. I will tell thee what great Amathriel plans for the wretches who cling lowly. Show me these pages. I will delight foretelling thy demise. Alright.
Thy numbers are few.
Pages tell of loyal servants.
Great.
Mars Lake has been eroded, you know, all that good stuff. So return for a great water, come to them. So basically, we need to find some emissaries. Alright. So these emissaries are probably all around Evendim, I would presume. Yeah. So the 3MC sent by boat. So yeah, they're gonna be all around the lake. Okay. So I guess we get to do some traveling around Evendim then. Hooray! Alright, so let's take a look at our map and see everywhere. So, one place there, that's not too bad. And then 2 places up there, so we can take the one boat there, then take the other boat up north. That doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, if the boat system wasn't there like back in the day, my god, swimming to those places would be a pain in the booty. Extremely pain in the booty. So thankfully we don't have to worry about that. Very, very nice quality of life improvement there. So let's take the first boat on over.
What can I do for you?
To Men Arain. Very quick boat time. So as we arrive on our boat... Ooh, wrong button. Wrong button again. Right button. Alright, so summon our herald. And be prepared to find this emissary. They are to the south and a little west. Some lake flies there, we'll leave them alone. Okay, so directly to the west. In this tomb, perhaps? No. It's a door, but... Nope, that person's right there. We must kung fu fight?
What chance have you?
Yeah, kung fu fight, Tom. Oh, too far away. Oh, invalid target.
You will perish.
Join these witless beasts in death. No thanks, I choose life. Oh, he's a summoner. Well then. Oh, he gone. Let's take care of his little minion too. There we go. Alright, first one down. 2 more to go. So we'll head slightly up here and then take them down. Alright, so for the next area, we're going to have to head to, looks like Evendim there. How do you pronounce it?
Greetings.
Oh, at East Spires, Talrunian, Tindar. Oh, the East Spires. That's where we need to go. So we will journey across the lake. Best boat ride ever. Alright, so we have... Let's go across the lake first, because then we'll just swim back. So it's going to be a nice little swim across here. But yeah, can you imagine swimming all the way across, all the way back? Oh my gosh, it would take forever. There's a reason why this region was called Everswim back in the day, because all it was swimming back and forth and back. Oh my goodness. So thankfully the boats cut down on that immensely now. Very, very nice quality of life improvement. But we're going to have to do a little bit of a swim in this case, because there's no really fast way to get to this island. So I wonder what's up on this island. I mean, we got a little weird area, but I don't think we're going inside that building there. I'm guessing that's the emissary there. Oh, they have a boat there. That must be nice. They didn't have to swim. Alright, well, let's talk to this guy. Can we steal his boat on the way back?
You will perish.
Men of Rentus, now where do your loyalties lie? With the Iron Crown. Well, it's a bad choice there, buddy, but... Hey, whatever works for you there, right? And he gone. Alright, so one more to go. There we go. Alright, so another one gone. So let's go ahead and now we must swim on back. Too bad we can't. I mean, can we just take the boat, please? It's just sitting right there. They're not going to use it. I just kicked their butts. Yeah, one can dream. Would have been a nice boat. But sadly, no boat for us. I mean, look at this view. I mean, you got a waterfall there, you got a little something there. I mean, these views are just, even with the rain shadow, I mean, good God, these are some awesome views. I mean, especially for a game this old. It's pretty impressive, honestly. Alright, so we're almost back to land-ish. Oh, looks like we may have to head to that waterfall kind of area there. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have happen. Nope, doesn't seem that way. Close enough. I mean, what in the world's that? Oh, that's the Garuden then. Haven't seen them in a while. Alright, so last guy. Yes, yes, yes. Too many new allies. We're still gonna kick your butt. Oh, Garuden Slayer. Oh, apparently they do have Garuden in Evendim. Okay, well. Now, let us find the boat back. Oh, that was a weird lag thingy. Once again, let's find the boat thingy back. And we could take 3 million hours to swim back, which I'm going to pass on. But
what can I do for you?
We're gonna go back to the main area there. Oh, someone fishing there. So let's head back to this big old building here. The quasi jail cell for a stock room that we put him in. I mean, I'd be kind of a little worried still about security for this thing, but that's just me. I know I'd be worried about it. Shoot, I am worried about it. I mean, it just seems to set themselves up for, you know, something really bad to happen, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong in this case, honestly. But I don't foresee good things happening out of this. Storage room. Alright, let's see what he's got to say about that. Bring good news and bad. That the emissary has been defeated is one to put to rest, but I fear the loyalties of the tomb robbers are already purchased. Alright, so don't need agility, could use might. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Stay a moment.
So, let's talk to the prisoner. Alright.
Thou must deliver a message for me, or I will tell thee not.
Thou sayest, Emethrio's emissary are defeated. I read more than eyes than thou hast spoken. Perhaps their duties were already fulfilled, their missions completed. Aye, I read you aright. But smile on, full man. Against Angmar and the Regent there can be no hope for thee. She plans a new assault upon certain sites within the city, and the Dunedain friends cannot help but stand against her. Lairdin, thy tomb is soon ended, the mistake soon counted. Emethril awaits thee in bared Turin, where she will sit in judgment over thee. Thou shalt bring these words, or thou shalt learn naught from me. Alright, so I guess we are going to talk to Lairdin about those cryptic words that have just been uttered. So let's see what Laridan has to say about this here in a minute. First, let's make some haste out of this area. Make the most of our haste ability here. I mean, hey, why not? Alright, so... Wait a minute, Laridan... Was he? Yeah, he's on the opposite way. My fault. My fault. That's on me. I forgot he was on the other side. I forgot he came from Angmar all the way down to here, so... Whoops. So up the stairs we go again. Getting our cardio workout, apparently. Because he's over on this side. Alright, so he's skilled in the tangling of thoughts, and most of his kind you'll seek to confuse you. Do not relax your guard, even in prison, a black numerary is a dangerous foe, and he will lead us all to harm if we do not take guard. Alright, so let's head back to the prisoner. Make haste is still down for 15 seconds. So we'll just kind of mosey on down to the prisoner area, because that's what we do. Alright, back in the storage room.
Good.
I'm glad to see thy return, my friend, for I know that thou hast delivered my message. I know too what he must have said to thee. Steel yourself for his words, remain alert against his subtleties. What did thou cause thyself? I will give thee my thanks. For upholding our bargain, I will now do the same. I will tell thee where the next assault upon sea. Okay, there we go.
I will tell thee where lies thy doom.
Okay, so he's gonna tell him exactly where their assaults are gonna be. So let's go back and tell him, hey, stuff's about to go down. Oh, hello. Alright, so make haste is back up. Hey, let's go ahead and use that. Time to get out of here. Bye! Alright. So let's go ahead and tell our ranger friend where exactly these next attacks are going to be so they can properly defend themselves.
What do you need?
Location, so basically that. Perhaps you can take some rest when the attack is ended, so we can continue there. So it's literally the same places that we were at earlier. So what we're going to go ahead and do then is we're going to call it a night in regards to everything here, because we've done definitely a lot in that, so it's been pretty awesome in regards to everything we've done. So let's see here. Oops, sorry, hang on. Didn't mean to do that there, my fault. Kinda got a little ahead of myself there.